Dear students, my name is Vivek Prasad Saw. I am working as assistant professor in textile technology department of MLB Textile Engineering College, which is located in Bhilwara, Rajasthan. This video lecture is related to the subject multi-fiber spinning for final year TT and TE students. The specific topic of this lecture is working of a breaker card. The breaker card is being used in jute spinning. The source, whatever material I have referred for making this video lecture, has been taken from the book Jute Fiber to Yarn written by R.R. Atkinson. Now, objective of carding. The primary function of primary function of card with respect to jute spinning is to convert the reeds of jute into a uniform supply of fibrous material, which can then be drafted and finally twisted into yarn. It is perhaps at the card that the most dramatic change in the appearance of the jute is seen. When it is passed into the breaker card, the reeds from the stems of the plants can easily be identified, and the whole feed is coarse and uneven. So the drastic change in the appearance of the fiber, bulk of the fiber, takes place in card only. So we have learned about the objective of carding in with respect to cotton also. Their removal of naps and other individualization of the fibers, and these were the, but here in case of jute spinning, here the primary objective is to convert the reed of the jute into uniform supply of fibrous material. So it passes on to the breaker card. The reeds from the stems of the plants can easily be identified. Means before the carding, the bunch of fiber, the bundle of fibers, which is also called reed, and the reed is a bunch of fiber obtained from the stem of the jute plant. So it can be easily identified when the raw material comes into the jute mill. It can be easily identified as a reed from the stems of the plant. But after it is processed from the card, you cannot identify that it was the fiber obtained from the stem of the plant. It will not be in continuous length because the fiber will break and it will be converted into a form of sliver, into a web of separate fibers emerging as a fleece, which is then condensed into sliver. The production rate of cards, there are two set of card, breaker card and finisher card, as I have discussed as tandem carding. So in case of jute also, there are two set of card in carding machine. One is breaker card and another is finisher card. The breaker card, the production rate is around 500 to 800 pounds per hour, and in the finisher card, the production rate is around 350 to 450 pounds per hour. So if we divide roughly by 2, we will get the kg per hour. So breaker card around 250 to 400 kgs per hour. So higher production rate as compared to cotton, much higher production rate. Finisher card a little bit lower than the breaker card. It is around 175 to 225 kgs per hour. Now students, this is the schematic diagram of a two-pair down striker breaker card. Two pair means there are two pairs of worker and stripper. Down striker means when the cylinder pins are meeting in a downward direction. The pins are having such an angle that it meets the fiber at the downward direction. So that's why it is called down striker breaker card. So this is the schematic diagram of a breaker card. Here the feeding is done from this side and the material is flowing like this, and from this dropper drawing rollers further the material is coming out. Now importance of this breaker card is that the average fiber length and fineness is determined in the breaker card only. So the fiber length is determined here because the reed has got a continuous length of fiber. It is obtained from a stem of a jute plant. That's why it is not a broken fiber. So the average length is obtained with the help of this, since the fiber breakage also take place. So the average length of the fiber is determined by this breaker card. The fineness is also determined because there is the rupture of the fiber and individualization of fiber is also being done here. So fineness is also determined here. Breaker card are usually half circular. Half circular means half of the circumference of the cylinder is being utilized, so it is called half circular. And down striking means when the pin of the cylinder meets in the downward direction to the fibrous web during its movement, it is called down striking, and it has two pairs of worker and stripper. Now during feeding there are 6 to 8 rolls of spreader sliver are fed. 6 to 8 rolls. You have I think you recall my earlier videos where I have described the working of spreader machine. So the outcome of the spreader machine was the sliver rolls. So these rolls are fed into this machine, breaker card machine. 6 to 8 rolls are fed from a creel which is around at the floor level, and the material passes towards the feed roller of the breaker card. This is the feed roller. Jute enters into the machine through what is known as cell feed. This whole feeding system is known as cell feed, and this is the cell. This is the cell. It is a metallic part. The feed roller is basically the pinned, having pins, and it is a pin feed roller with backward facing pins, and this is a cast iron cell. This is according to the circumference of the feed roller, and also according to the, this part is according to the circumference of the cylinder. Now jute enters into this space between the pinned feed roller and the cell and travels swiftly towards the moving pins of the cylinder. When the leading ends of the reeds meet the fast moving pins of the cylinder, they are split. They are opened out and converted into fibrous bead. Here continuous form of this, there is no liquor in as in a cotton card. So the feeding is done and continuous length of fiber is being fed, because 4 to 5 feet it may vary from. So the length of the continuous length of the fiber is broken here, and splitting of the fiber is being done, and it is converted into a fibrous beard in this space. Now as more jute is fed, this beard becomes longer, and ultimately this longer beard, as it is being fed, the slowly the beard become longer, and ultimately this longer beard is held up with this worker. It is not being held up by the it is not being hold by the stripper. It is being first hold by the first worker. And the distance between this cell feed and this stripper is around 4 to 5 feet. so that a large or a long length of beard is being held in this region. Otherwise, if it would have been in upward direction, the length of the beard would have been short. So the optimum length, according to the optimum length of the beard, the distance of this splitter is set, that is around 4 to 5 feet away from the cell. Thus the combing, splitting and opening is done at the cell feed. Now variables in this card is the draft. Since cell feed has a pin roller and it moves slowly, and the draft between cell feed roller and the cylinder, so it is also a variable. So higher the draft between the cell feed and the cylinder, higher will be the fiber breakage and shorter will be the length of the fiber. So it should be optimum. Now distance between the feed roller and cell is also a variable. Setting is there. So larger is the distance, lower will be the grip of this feed roller and it will be loosely held, and so it will be loosely held, then the striking, during the striking the opening will be lesser since it is loosely held, and it will easily pass on into this zone, worker and stripper zone. So this is also a variable in the setting. Now the essential feature of this carding operation is also this worker and stripper, another essential feature. Here combing of the fiber is done, combing, teasing and splitting of the fiber is done in this worker and this pair of worker and stripper. First the fiber is transferred from the cylinder to the worker, then from the worker to the stripper, and finally from the stripper to the cylinder. So the beard is coming with the help of the pin of the cylinder, then it is caught up with the worker, and then the worker, from the worker the stripper takes it, and from the stripper again the cylinder takes it. And similar way here the combing and teasing and splitting of the fibers are also done. Worker speed, surface speed is always lower than the surface speed of the cylinder. Now after this motion, few of the fibers goes on into the cylinder surface and it is being caught by the second worker and stripper. Again the same action is happening here. The second worker is taking, then from the second stripper is taking from the second worker, and it passes on to the cylinder, and again the material is passed on to the cylinder surface to this doffer. So doffer, the function of the doffer is to strip off the jute from the cylinder and pass it on to the nip of the drawing rollers and ultimately out of the machine. Now also you can see there are tin rollers, tin cylinders. The tin cylinders are basically a light hollow rollers, and the purpose of the tin cylinder is that to reduce the amount of fallout below the card. Means it only supports when the worker and stripper are doing its work, then it supports the fibrous material and it prevents it from falling below the card. So it is just for supporting the material and preventing it to fall down. It is a hollow type of roller. So finally after drawing rollers, then it is coming to delivery rollers and the material is coming out from the breaker card.